Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ryan Damawan, a student at Technocrat Indonesia University. In this video, I will discuss business continuity audit and disaster recovery. So, business continuity audit and disaster recovery is a systematic process to evaluate an organization's readiness to face and recover from major disruptions, such as natural disasters, cyber attacks, system failures, and human error. This audit has an important role in ensuring that the organization has strategies, plans, and infrastructure that can guarantee continuous operational continuity. In this audit, the auditor will assess whether the Business Continuity Plan (BCP) and Disaster Recovery Plan (DRP) have been designed, implemented, tested, and reviewed periodically in accordance with standards and best practices. A business continuity audit includes an evaluation of key components such as a business impact analysis (BIA), risk assessment, recovery strategy, and testing and maintenance of the plan. BIA aims to identify critical business functions and determine the potential impact if a disruption occurs. Meanwhile, a risk assessment aims to identify threats and vulnerabilities that can hinder business operations. In this audit, the auditor will also verify whether the organization has provided employee training, has effective crisis communications, and established clear roles and responsibilities within the emergency response team. The importance of business continuity and disaster recovery audits is increasing in today's digital age, where reliance on technology and data is highly dependent. Even minor disruptions can cause significant losses if not addressed quickly and appropriately. Therefore, an effective audit not only assesses an organization's risk readiness but also provides constructive recommendations for improvement to make the organization more resilient and responsive. Audits also provide evidence of an organization's compliance with applicable regulations and industry standards, while increasing stakeholder confidence in the company's operational resilience. A business continuity and disaster recovery audit encompasses several key components that require a comprehensive evaluation to ensure an organization's crisis preparedness. One crucial component is a business impact analysis, BIA, which identifies the most critical business functions and assesses the potential impact if those functions are disrupted. This analysis allows organizations to prioritize recovery efforts based on urgency. Furthermore, a risk assessment is conducted, assessing various threats such as natural disasters, cyber attacks, or system failures, and identifying system vulnerabilities that could magnify the impact of a disruption. These two components form the basis for developing recovery strategies and plans, both for technology and for overall business processes. The plan should be detailed, cover various disruption scenarios, and include clear emergency response procedures. Beyond technical and procedural aspects, organizational culture also plays a crucial role in supporting the success of business continuity audits and disaster recovery. Awareness and commitment from all levels of the organization, from top management to operational employees, are the key foundation for building a resilient system. Without the support and active participation of all parties, even well-developed plans risk being ineffective in the field. Therefore, organizations need to build a culture of preparedness through regular training, disaster simulations, and increased understanding of the importance of business continuity. Furthermore, the role of information technology cannot be overlooked in this process. Data backup systems, server replication, and the use of cloud services are essential parts of a modern recovery strategy. However, these technologies must also be supported by strict information security policies to prevent further damage from data leaks or cyber attacks during a crisis. During the audit, auditors will assess the extent to which technology systems support operational continuity and identify potential security gaps. Equally important, post-disaster evaluations are also an integral part of this audit process. After an organization has experienced a major disruption and is underway to recover, a thorough review of the effectiveness of the plans implemented is necessary. The results of this evaluation will be used to update and refine the BCP and DRP to be more responsive to new risks in the future. Therefore, business continuity and disaster recovery audits are not static, but rather dynamic and ongoing. Overall, these audits are not simply about document compliance, but rather a strategic effort to maintain the organization's stability, reputation, and viability amidst uncertain times. Organizations that consistently conduct business continuity and disaster recovery audits will be better prepared to face risks, minimize losses, and recover more quickly when a crisis occurs. In its implementation, business continuity, and disaster recovery audits must also consider changes in the external and internal environments that can impact an organization's risks. For example, technological developments, changes in government regulations, market dynamics, and geopolitical and social conditions can create new, previously unidentified risks. Therefore, it is crucial for auditors to adopt an adaptive, risk-based approach so that the audit remains relevant and able to capture the dynamics occurring in the business environment. Furthermore, cross-departmental collaboration is a crucial element in the successful planning and implementation of a business continuity audit. It is not enough for only one division, such as IT or risk management, to be actively involved. Each work unit within the organization must understand its respective role in supporting critical operations during disruptions. Good coordination between departments will expedite the decision-making and recovery process during a crisis. To improve audit effectiveness, international standards such as ISO 22301 on business continuity management systems can be used as a reference. This standard provides a structured framework for how organizations can plan, implement, monitor, and continuously improve business continuity systems. Audits based on this standard provide added value because they assess not only technical readiness but also the organization's ability to maintain service continuity, which impacts customers and other stakeholders. Equally important, business continuity audit results should serve as the basis for strategic decision-making by top management. Audit reports serve not only as formal documents but also as tools for formulating policies, designing investments in business continuity support systems, and establishing priorities for risk mitigation. Organizations that utilize audit results wisely will gain a competitive advantage in terms of resilience and adaptability to change. With all these elements, business continuity audits and disaster recovery are not merely mandatory but also essential for the governance of modern organizations seeking to survive and thrive amidst uncertainty. When audits are conducted thoroughly and followed up with concrete improvements, organizations will be better prepared not only to face crises but also to emerge stronger than before. In practice, business continuity and disaster recovery audits also emphasize the importance of structured and easily accessible documentation. All plans, procedures, and policies related to operational continuity must be well documented and stored in a secure location that is easily accessible to relevant parties during a crisis. This documentation should include step-by-step guides, emergency contact lists, backup data center locations, and collaboration agreements with third parties, such as IT vendors or alternative location providers. Auditors will ensure that this documentation is always updated and adapted to changes in the organization's internal and external environment. Furthermore, external party involvement is also a crucial component that should not be overlooked in business continuity audits. In emergency situations, collaboration with government agencies, emergency services, and business partners is essential to expedite the recovery process. Therefore, organizations need to establish effective communication and coordination with external parties and have specific protocols in place to maintain service continuity even if third-party disruptions occur. Auditors will assess the extent to which the organization has considered these external factors in planning and testing continuity plans. Furthermore, the use of modern audit technology, such as computer-assisted audit techniques, CATs, further enhances the effectiveness of business continuity audits. With the help of audit software and real-time data analysis, auditors can identify system weaknesses more quickly and accurately, and verify that risk control measures are working as planned. This technology also allows auditors to conduct simulation tests based on historical data, enhancing the quality of evaluations. Finally, it's important to understand that the primary goal of business continuity and disaster recovery audits is not simply to identify weaknesses, but to build the organization's overall resilience. These audits serve as strategic management tools that help organizations adapt to change, learn from experience, and continuously improve their capabilities in the face of future uncertainty. Through comprehensive and continuous audits, organizations can not only survive but also grow sustainably amidst various challenges. Business continuity and disaster recovery audits often reveal gaps between written plans and actual implementation. For example, an organization may have developed a comprehensive BCP and DRP, but when a real disruption occurs, implementation does not go according to plan due to lack of training, communication delays, or the lack of adequate resources. This underscores the importance of regular testing, such as simulations or drills, to ensure that all elements of the organization fully understand their procedures and responsibilities in the event of a crisis. In addition to testing, regular evaluation and updating of plans are also vital components of a business continuity audit. The dynamic business environment demands that organizations continually adapt their business continuity plans. For example, when a company undergoes expansion, acquisition, or changes in technological structure, previous plans may no longer be relevant. Auditors will assess whether the organization has a clear and documented plan update cycle, including recording the evaluation result of each incident or previous trial. Equally important, a culture of resilience within the organization needs to be built and instilled through education and involvement of all organizational elements. Resilience is not only about surviving a crisis, but also the ability to recover and adapt quickly. A resilient organization will be able to maintain customer trust, maintain service continuity, and remain competitive even amidst conditions full of uncertainty. Therefore, audits also need to examine whether the organization has embedded these values in internal policies and HR development programs. Furthermore, an effective audit should also include the involvement of external parties such as business partners, vendors, or third-party service providers. That's all the explanation in this video. Thank you for your attention.